Oh dear. Oh dear.
Yes, dark gods, bless me. And I missed with that one.
Welcome to the channel, everyone. We are delighted to have you here with us again.
Absolutely delighted.
Today, it's going to be me, John. I am bringing the Votan today. We've got the Hearthkyn Salvagers. They're going to salvage something in this match, hopefully. Yeah, and I'm playing Niall, who is bringing his beautiful Legionaries.
I'm bringing my beautiful Legionaries. They are beautiful, yes. But you know what, guys? Before we get into any of that, we want to do a quick word from our sponsors.
Wheels and Wings is Toronto's premier hobby and miniature supply store. There is no better place to get your hands on anything and everything you might need for your hobby. They have tons of different paint ranges, tools, minis, and everything in between. They've got you covered because they have it all. For online orders, be sure to check out their website at the link in this episode's description below. And while you're down there, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button.
Now it's over to the lists.
Okay, so I'm bringing the same list. Worked out for me Loyal last time. Hopefully it works out well for me today. So starting with my first drop, I'm going to go with my Plasma Gunner, and I'm going to go with my Anointed. My Plasma Gunner, again, is going to have that Malefic Blade, just in case he gets into combat. For my second drop, I'm going to do my Balefire Acolyte and my Heavy Gunner. Now, my Balefire Acolyte is going to have the same equipment as last time. He is going to have the bolt pistol with the extra damage, and then my Heavy Gunner is going to have the same equipment as well as last time, which is the Suspenser system for, move shoot. And then obviously the Malefic Blade also. And then onto my final drop, it's going to be my Champion and my Butcher. They don't have any additional equipment, but they're both beasts in combat. Everybody's Nurgle again. Never played Votan before. Excited to see what John's going to bring. So let's take a look at that list.
Right, so today I've got some Votan, a Hearthkyn Salvager team. Quite excited. As I mentioned, I've only played them once before. I've got some experience with a kill team, so hopefully this goes okay. In my first deployments group, I'll have my Thane. He will have a refill crest, which gives everyone within 3 inches a 4-up invulnerable save. I know Niall's going to bring some plasma, so maybe that can swing some things my way. He'll be hanging out with a Dozer, who's the guy who looks a bit like a boxer. And he's going to have an excavating tool, which will let me create a little traversable, a little sneaky way for me to go through some traversable terrain. And then the jump out warrior, who can shoot across the board, hopefully score me some secondaries. In my second deployment group, I'll have a lugger. He will have a plasma knife with him, and he gives me an extra 5 equipment points, bringing me up to 15. Alongside him, we'll have the Kinlink and the Cognitar. In my final deployment group, I will have a Grenadier. He's going to have a plasma knife with him. Then I'm going to have my 3 gunners. Each of those are going to have a climbing rope. My plasma beamer will have a plasma knife. Alongside him, there will be a Highlights rotary cannon and a Magna rail rifle. That's my list.
So here we are, deployed. And I've never played Votan before.
I've played them one time.
So you did something sneaky, didn't you?
I did. There's a little blue token. I don't know whether you can see it. It's right here.
That guy right there.
I used my excavation tool. I've dug a hole in that traversable piece of terrain. That means I can move through it without the penalty. As long as I'm within an inch of that token, I can move through that terrain as if it's not there.
Well, that's fantastic.
Through my dwarven hole.
Put down our barrier. So far as you can see here, John's gone here and here, and I've gone here and here. So we did mission C last time, but today we are doing mission A, which is loot. So we got to perform an action on the objectives in order to score. I'm talking about our guys, or should I say my Legionaries, since I should stop saying guys. We'll start from the left out here to the right. So we're going to talk about my Heavy Gunner right here. He's got my Reaper Chain Cannon.
Ceaseless, right?
Yes, not relentless. He has got 2 pieces of equipment. He's got the Suspenser system so he can move and shoot, and then he's got a Malefic Blade. And then right beside him is my Balefire Acolyte. He's got 1 piece of equipment, which is going to be the pistol upgrade, which gives him an extra damage on that pistol of his. He does get to re-roll 1 roll of 1 on his pistol. Right beside him is my Aspiring Champion. No upgrades, got a Plasma Pistol and a Power Weapon. Beside him is my Butcher. No equipment either, but he's just the Butcher of Lavis Glad. Beside him, I have my Anointed. So again, no equipment on him, but he just goes full demon mode. Hopefully he survives a bit longer than last game. And then right beside him is my Plasma Gunner. one piece of equipment on him, and that is going to be the Malefic Blade.
For my crew, over at the far side here, I have the Lugger. He is, I didn't mention in the list actually, everyone who can have a bolter or an ion blaster has an ion blaster.
Okay.
It's AP1 on crits, which means it's better than bolters if I get a crit. And I've got ways of getting crits. So I've got a Lugger and then a Dozer. He's not sleepy.
This does feel like a bit of a Snow White situation right now. Why didn't I take the witch?
He's a bulldozer, not asleep now. Anyway.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll just call him Dozy for now.
Yeah, so Dozy's over here. Behind them, there's a plasma beamer. He is on an engage. If you know Votan, you know that I can switch to light terrain to heavy with a tactical ploy. Spoilers, it's going to be over here. Next to him, there is the Highlights Rotary Cannon. They ignore obscuring, so again, spoilers, I'm going to make some heavy terrain. They're going to hide behind it.
Sneaky.
Then there's the Magna Rail
Rifle.
The Cognitor. He is the Ironkin. They're going to put a token down on the board that lets me do a reroll.
Interesting.
Then there is the Grenadier. My Thane, it looks like he's got
The Power Fist.
Power Fist, Concussion Gauntlet. But actually it's more like it's an Assassin
weapon.
Blade.
It comes out.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed Blade comes out. Yeah,
Cool.
he's actually got a sword. Because
I'll let you away with that.
The sword's better. I haven't finished painting the sword. I have a sword at home that's very white at the moment. Then we've got the Kinlink. Essentially, he's a comms guy. I'll probably just start calling him comms guy because I won't remember Kinlink. And then we've got a Jump Pack Warrior who can fly.
And has an axe.
And has an axe.
Interesting. Okay, well, fascinating. I am quicking in my Nightmare Maxes as we currently speak. Let us see who gets initiative, sir. Let's see what happens. Okay, here we go. Hey, fantastic. So I'm going to put down an additional barrier. And let's see. It's going to be 6 inches from my deployment zone, which is all the way up here. Yeah, so it's got to be behind that line here, which is kind of like you know, whatever. All right, John, I put down my barricade. What have you got up your sleeve?
Well, I'm going to spend a command point. I'm going to spend a command
Already?
point on a rampart. Which I do in the scouting step. It lets me resolve Fortify as well as the scouting option that I've already done, which is Infiltrate.
La vida.
It also lets me turn a barricade into a heavy, it lets me give a barricade the heavy trait.
What?
And it lets me give a piece of light terrain, the heavy trait, as long as that is within square of my deployment zone.
Insane.
So I'm going to give this piece of terrain the heavy trait, so
Okay.
now you can't shoot people hiding behind it anymore. This barricade will now be a heavy barricade, and this barricade is going to appear magically
What?
from nowhere, and I think it's going to go here because it can't go any further forward.
But that doesn't get the heavy keyword.
That doesn't. Only this barricade has
Okay,
the heavy
and this
keyword.
has heavy keyword too.
So, as you can see, my now 2 gunners who are on engage are now more than 2 inches behind heavy terrain and are invisible. They're like
afraid.
John Cena.
And afraid. That's great. I get it. Scared squats.
And I can also scout, so who do I want to move? 3 inches?
And you get the scout.
Well, let's move this guy. Let's move my Grenadier.
Wonderful. Well, I got initiative, which is fantastic for me. I think, though, you know, usually me taking first turn, I would love that. But since you've given me nothing to shoot at, I'm going to give you first turn.
Oh.
So there you go.
Well, cool.
So turning point 1.
We need to
You
do...
weren't expecting that, were you?
Whoa.
Over to you.
Yes. The first thing that I can do is... I've got 2 things I can do for free. My Thane can give a grudge token to someone who he doesn't like. A grudge token means that I can retain any normal hit as a... Well, I can retain 1 normal hit as a crit. So I will give a grudge token to someone. And the other thing I can do is I can put my attack or defense token down on the board, which my Cognitar lets me do. That lets me either re-roll a defense dice or re-roll an attack dice. I can't have both on the board.
Right.
I don't think I'm going to be shooting anyone this turn. You need to loot, so I'm going to move over here and make you scared to loot. And in terms of the token, I will give a token to someone who has to come and play. Actually, I'm going to give it to your heavy gunner. They have one token. I'm not going to put the token on the board because otherwise it's going to get quite crowded.
You've done your first thing?
I've done two, but
You've done two?
I just cheated.
You just cheated?
Two.
That's
Just
cool.
cheated.
No problem. I will do one. Mutagenic Flesh, which will let me reduce damage by 1 to a minimum of 3. Because I like it. And that's me. I'll pass over to you.
I'll do the second one that I already did.
Fair enough.
My tactical up, the first tactical up I'm going to reveal is Faction Tack up 1, which is Settle Grudges. Essentially what I need to do is kill things with Judgment tokens, Grudgement tokens, I can't remember what they're called.
Grudgement tokens?
Grudgement tokens. If I kill 2 operatives with Grudgement tokens, then I get 1. If I kill a third, I get 2.
Fantastic. And I will activate Eliminate Guard. I can reveal this tack up in the target reveal step of any turning point. And I'm going to pick this guy over here, your Grenadier, for this turn. We shall see.
And I think it's unlikely that you'll be able to shoot him unless you're
think so.
much quicker than I'm expecting.
I know. But I'll do it anyway.
And I am going to reveal Seize Ground. I have to select a terrain feature with a heavy trait that's smaller than square from my deployment zone, and at the end of the battle, I gain points for controlling that and you not being near it.
Fantastic.
I am going to select this here, this lovely.
Got you.
And I'm going to just put a little flag on it.
There we go. Little blood flag, blood token flag. So with that, I think we've done everything we need to do pre-game. So it's your first activation, John. You may move or not move or do whatever you wish.
And hide like a coward. No, well, I kind of am. I'm going to activate the Kinlink.
Gotcha.
He is my comms guy. They are going to give an APL to my Jump Pack Warrior.
Yeah.
So my Jump Pack Warrior feels even jumpier. And that will give them 3 APL. Then they'll just move. They're just going to move to here to get a bit closer.
And they can do that ability when in concealed.
Yeah, it's just select an operative that they can see.
Fantastic, I love it. And keep it as simple as I can. Yeah, I think we'll just move my plasma gunner just on the objective here and a terrain feature and concealed. Yes, and he is going to do obviously the action of loot.
For my second activation, I'm going to activate my Jump Pack Warrior. I'm just looking how far they can get. They currently have 3 APL. Now, I could drop them kind of right in the middle of this objective with a move and a dash. The problem with that is that next turning point, you're going to be able to get some lines onto them.
Blam, blam, blam.
And then they're probably going to get shot to death.
Possibly. I mean...
So instead, I'm going to spend 2 APL to do their special boost.
Boost.
They move up to 12 inches in a straight line.
Yes.
They're just going to go in a straight line over to here.
And then I can't see you.
And hide. They're still concealed, trying to hide behind this wall. They no longer have the extra APL.
And you are safe, good man.
And then they're just going to touch that point.
Point, point, point.
So this one, it's got 3 left. It's mine.
Mine. Yeah, right. So, next up, what I'm going to do is... So this guy is going to hit this objective for loot. And then I'll move dash, which should get me to, I think, about here. Yes. So I'll go 3, and then 1, and then I can go another, well, I could get a bit further if I want. So what I'll do is I'll keep it into this terrain feature, I think, and just go here.
All right. For my next trick, I want to see what kind of range he 5 can make. Oh, it doesn't matter anyway. I'm going to activate my Dozer.
Dozer.
He's going to move and hide here, just to make sure I actually do the mission actions, because that's the game, right? And that one, I'll have that one. So that one counts as heavy still.
My champion, let me see where he's gonna go. There. Off you go, good man.
The next person I am going to activate will be, who will it be? It will be my lugger, who is
lugger.
this handsome chap there. He's got a nice moustache. Gonna go 2 and 1, and then go and hide behind there.
So my activation, we'll go with Senior Champion. We're gonna basically use all his movement with a move, dash. So he's gonna come across here, and then he's gonna move up with his dash and down to just go over this terrain feature and just tuck himself in like so.
So for me, the Grenadier is going to move just here. He's gonna have to go over that, and actually, he's gonna move. I don't want him to be visible. I think you have to cut you. If you want to come all the way out there, you can come all the way out there.
Yeah, like that's what I've got as a line there.
Yeah.
So unless you walk across that, I ain't seen you, man.
He's going to do a mission action.
Is he now?
That's him.
Is he indeed going to do a mission action in shape? All right. My activation.
That's the guy with the judgment token. Coward.
He's gonna go there. That's my turn, man.
You've still got your Balefell Fire Acolyte.
I do. That's it. I move my heavy gunner just over there.
It's interesting to see the terror that the Votan strike. Like, you haven't seen your
I don't know what
yet.
they do.
They hit on 4s.
I know, but it's like, I ain't risking any biscuits right now.
The Highlights Rotary Cannon, they're still staying 2 inches behind this piece of heavy terrain, but they just want to open up so both the gunners can come past them. So this gunner with the beamer can come and go through the excavated point, and the Highlights can come and go this way.
Oh, look at it. It's all,
Not the highlights.
it's all crowding up
The
around
Magna
there.
Rail.
It's all crowding up around there. It's all,
Yeah, it's all heavy though.
it's all
isn't it?
happening. It's a big squat stew over there.
I know you've got your Balefire, like, who can shoot the big firebomb,
Yeah, he can do that.
but luckily, heavy terrain, so
So luckily, you're just
Can't
gonna
see me.
sit behind that terrain all game, aren't you?
you can't see me, it's too heavy.
Okay, and my last activation is going to be Mr. Wizard himself. He's going to come over here and say, "What's up? I'm done."
You're a wizard, Harry.
So it's all your activations. Nobody is, engaged to shoot you for Overwatch, so
Yes.
you may continue.
So I do not have to worry about Overwatch. What I do have to worry about is nothing.
There you go.
Having a nice
Exactly.
time.
Just finish your turning point.
My Thane is going to move behind this barricade here. Actually, they're going to scoot this way a little bit more.
Scoot, scoot.
With a move and a dash. And then they take their token with them. The Cognitar is also going to move into that kind of area. They want to hang out near the Thane. Make sure they're within 3 to get the invulnerable save, but also make sure they are within 1 of the barricade.
Oh, so your Thane gives you an invulnerable save.
He has a Weavefield Crest, which gives everyone within 3 inches a 4-up invulnerable save.
Wow.
Cost me 3 equipment points.
That's really good.
The Highlights Gunner, not the Highlights,
Magna Rail.
the Magna Rail is going to move dash to behind this heavy barricade. They are concealed, so they are still hidden. And finalement, the beam, the plasma beamer, will move 5 and
Just have a little squat stew going on over there.
5 and dash. Actually, will they? Is that still it? I don't want them to be visible. I'm going to have to move around the side to make sure that I don't want to give you free shots.
Free shots.
Squat stew sounds disgusting.
They're all bounced up there.
I want to make sure that
Squatting.
Squatting. Yeah. Exactly.
I just knocked
That
up.
goal there's mine, I tells ya. All right.
And that is the end of turning point.
Turning point one. So we both looted one each, or two each.
I looted 3.
You looted 3.
3 loots.
Oh my God, you did 3 loots.
I did.
Well, look at you.
I'm
3
trying to,
loots.
you know, you're gonna have to come and play.
I did, and I didn't eliminate any guards. So, you know, there's that. So that is the end of the turning point 1. On to turning point 2. And it's currently sitting 3-2 to Senior John. I guess we get to see who goes for initiative.
Can I have it again, please?
5!
Luckily.
I might take it this turn. Oop. Yes. So, so with that, on to strategic ploys. We'll start with me. I got initiative. And I will obviously spend the 1 CP that I love using every turn on mutagenic flesh. -1 damage.
Okay. I am going to use my Thane's ability to give a judgment token to someone. I don't know who. Your people are hiding. I think I'll give it to your anointed because it looks like they're going to have to do something. So is this the anointed?
That's the one.
Them. I'm going to give them a judgment token.
Another grudge token for him. So 1 for him, 1 from a heavy gunner. Wonderful. I will pass over to you for any more strategic ploys.
Yeah, so then the only other thing I'm going to do, I'm not going to spend, but I can activate my either defense or attack token and put it somewhere on the board to give me a reroll. I could do it here in case you decide to attack them, give them an extra defense dice.
You could.
But I think I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to leave it here and change it to red, so I remember that it's attack. And the idea is that if you want to come and touch this, then you're going to give me a reroll.
Bleep, bleep. Reroll. Okay. And I'm done with my strategic ploys. You any more?
No, that is it.
That's it. So then we move on to tac ops.
I will reveal. Hold the line!
Hold the line.
It's actually called Hold Them Back.
Okay. Not as cool.
But not in my heart. In my heart, it's called Hold the Line. Essentially, I need to. I score a victory point at the end of each turning point if you do not have an operative wholly within my territory, which is this half here.
Interesting. So I gotta get in there to stop you from scoring it, is what you're telling me.
Yes. So I want you to come to me.
Yes. Okay.
Come, my baby.
And my eliminate guard for this turn will be Jump Pack Man. And it will be my initiative, and I will take it, and I will move first.
Wow.
Okay. So my champion will activate. Bleep. He has been activated. He's gonna come all the way up to here. Like so. Oh, sorry, terrain. Don't be mad. We're gonna blast with my plasma one way or another.
No!
Because I want to.
Are you going hot?
Oh, always going hot, baby. Always going hot. Here we go. 4 dice, hitting on 2s. 1s is not a fun time. Let's see. Okay, I hit you all the times. And I'm going to CP reroll that one because I just don't want him to lose any wounds. And that is the danger you play with when rolling hot. Oh, it is a crit!
So it's AP2?
AP2.
Even if I roll a crit, I believe I'm dead. I'm dead.
He's gone.
But they did their job. They went, they scored a point, they looted. And you are judged, sir.
I'm judged. And I will eliminate guard for 1 point.
Could probably sneak out someone that way. Right, well let's just play the game. I am going to activate my lugger.
My lugger.
He is going to move out 1 inch.
Yes.
Which will just put him here.
Aye.
And then another 4, which very just puts him on this point.
Ooh.
At which point it doesn't matter if he's concealed or not because he's about to die. But he's going to loot.
So I'm going to activate my Balefire Acolyte. We keep him in concealed. He is going to malign influence my heavy gunner. So you get lethal 5 ups and ignore cover. He's gonna hit this for loot, and then I'm just gonna move him 6 inches. So we go 2 out, and then 4 up. Bring him here, and done.
Okay. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to activate my Kinlink, who are my comms person. They are going to move up just so they get line of sight of my Grenadier.
Yes.
And they're going to give my Grenadier an APL.
Aye.
So my Grenadier now has 3 APL. They're going to stay on conceal, and over to you.
Okay, so on to my next activation. What we'll do is I'm going to move my heavy gunner up here. His movement 6. Just like so. And we're going to blast some diggers, gold diggers. Because I ignore cover currently, and I've got my vantage point, so I'll be able to shoot the little guy who looted.
Yep, he didn't manage to get quite within an inch here, so I just knocked that over. But because he's outside of an inch of the terrain that I just moved and destroyed, he is visible and in line of sight.
Oh, why? Oh, why? Oh, why? Ooh!
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Yes, dark gods, bless me. And I missed with that one. But that's 4 crits and a normal.
Is there any AP?
There's no AP, but this ignores cover.
Okay.
And yeah.
I'll just roll my dice then. So I saved 2 normals and a crit.
Wow. But that's 4 crits. So it's
Okay,
still
so I'll save 2 crits.
Yes, and then this is still 10 damage.
Yeah, they're still dead.
They're still dead.
That was pretty good.
That was pretty good. Impressive with
These,
your new white dice.
And they are dead. And the gunner now has 2 judgment tokens.
Oh. Ooh. So he's going to move down his 1 when he drops down. And then we're just going to move him 2. So he's just going to get over here. Just like that. All over to you, good sir.
Okay.
Squat King.
I think for my next activation, I am going to activate my Grenadier. He has a utility grenade, but it only lasts until the end of the turning point. I could put it here to try and slow you down, but I don't think I mean, there's no one who I'm that worried about coming this way. How far can they go? I mean, I guess they could move dash and try and ruin my day. So that's what I'll do then. He'll move, he'll lose some movement to go over this barricade. He'll flip to active.
Why not?
And from here, just trying to hide a little bit. He's going to throw his utility grenade. He's going to throw it 6.
Is he now?
And let me find a token that I can use for a utility grenade. A fire, why not? And essentially,
it's a fire.
If you move within 2 of that, it costs you an extra. So if you move within 3, it costs you an extra 2 movement.
Okay, interesting.
And so if you try and move and dash, you'll lose 4 movement because each move counts.
Counts as 2.
And then he's going to throw a grenade at your leader.
Why not?
The range on this is only 4. It's blast 1, which won't matter. AP 1, indirect, and limited. But it does hit on 3s.
Oh, he hits on 3s. He's an accurate squat.
Unfortunately, I don't have my reroll token. Maybe I should have activated the Kinlink first, but I didn't think about that.
Here you go.
So
1 crit.
It's 1 crit. That's not ideal.
But that does, it is AP 1, so it does mean I get this.
Because I can turn a crit into a hit on this guy, and it's 6 damage. Well, I think I'll reroll 2 of these. So I'm just going to spend the first one and the second one.
Another crit.
So I'm going to reroll the third one. I'm going to spend 3 command points.
Oh my god.
Because why not?
Whoa!
And that means 3 crits.
Because he crits on 5s?
No, because I can retain 1 hit as a crit.
Well,
so I want to use my army rule, even if it is completely excessive and unnecessary. It's cost me 3 command points.
That's insane.
Let's see if this is money
AP
well
1.
spent.
Okay. No.
Now, do you want to see it spend all your
Yeah,
points to try and save?
I will use like 1 command point to try and retain. What's the damage in each of these?
They're all 6 damage.
So 5. Because I did down 1. Okay, come on. Yay! Do I want to CP reroll the other one too? Go down to 0? Because that is a thing, and I just need a save to gain 1 as a crit. Just a save. I can retain any normal save as a crit.
Pretty high value.
Well, then you only take 6 damage.
And then I only take 6 damage, because currently if I save 1 crit, I take that many.
At the minute, you're taking 2.
Yeah, why not? Let's
crit
live
blips.
dangerously. Yay! I
So
take
you-
6, and I've got 0 command points.
You take 6. Well, I'm down to 1 command point.
I have 13 wounds left on that gent.
Wow, what an expensive activation.
For both of us, 5 command points spent on 1 activation.
So he's taken 5 damage.
It's 4 damage. It's
So 6 down to 5.
6 down to 5, so we don't take 5. So, that means he's got 8 wounds left.
Right.
Look
And
at that.
it's your activation.
It is my activation. Okay, my activation. So going with playing conservatively, I'll activate my plasma gunner, Legionnaire, is going to loot. And we're going to move over this and then dash just to get up to here to stay in safety amongst the other gents. And he's done. Cool.
Cool.
Over to you, Mr. Squat Mandu.
Yeah. I'm thinking about what I can do. I'm activating my Cognitar. I think something like that. Cognitar.
Cognitar.
Yeah.
Catch
sounds
Chameleon. Catch a Chameleon?
right. And he's going to do the mission action
Yes.
for 1 AP, and then he can move his token, and he's going to move it over here, which means I get 1 reroll. And if I'd done that earlier, it would have saved myself a CP.
Did he not do it on this one earlier? Or was that
I
last
did it
turn?
over there in the strategic phase, and then he can spend an APL.
Oh, he can do it
to-
again?
He can move it. So on his turn, he's allowed
That's wonderful.
to move it. So I'm just trying to get it. So I get this person, this, and then if you do try and come up here, then there's a risk that I can shoot you in the face.
No doubt. Okay, my activation, make it short and sweet. We're going to move Senor Butcherman. And he is going to come up to the edge, like so, right onto the objective, but stay hidden.
Heidi.
Heidi. And he's going to just touch the objective for next turn and just hang out.
What shall I do?
Come find me.
I can't reach you. Otherwise I might.
This guy's got like 2 fists. He thinks he's Conor McGregor. He's got a beard too.
Scrappy.
Come on, fight me.
I am going to activate my Magna Rail gunner.
So he has. This is heavy terrain, but
He can move. It's still traversable. So
Oh.
it just costs.
so he'd be able to move 3 and then a dash.
And a dash would move him another 3,
So then a 6.
which would get him line of sight this.
Oh no!
Now that would be 3. Let me just measure. Let me measure. So that would cost him his 2 APL, but luckily,
Luckily, you've got a trick up your sleeve. You damn prospector.
so you would have cover.
I will.
So you'd retain 1 crit, which I don't love.
This thing sounds disgusting anyway, but roll some 4s.
So he's active. Let's see if I can kill you. I might as well because there's no
Don't
point me standing
do
back
it.
there.
Is this a hot weapon? Does this weapon like hurt you?
No. I get 1 reroll for free because of my little token there, but I do hit on 4s.
Hit on foes. Hitting
So-
on foes.
I will reroll this one, which misses. So that is 2 crits because of your token of judgment and 1 hit. AP is 2.
So I just get to retain 1.
You can retain a crit, but there's no point because it's less damage, so you should retain the normal. You take 6 mortal wounds up the top,
So that's nothing I can do about
and
that.
then you're dead.
So that's just, what's the normal damage?
5. So it's 5, 4,
Yeah.
and then the crit is 3 mortal wounds.
Plenty to kill him. That's made me sad. John? Made
And
me sad.
there we go.
There we go. Stupid dwarves. Okay, my last active.
That might be the teaser at the start.
Okay, my activation. This guy's going demon mode. Let's go. he's like, you know, Super Saiyan. He's like Goku, but way eviler. My anointed. He's just gonna, you know, come up here with a move and a dash. Don't fall over though. And he's finished. I think I've activated everyone.
All right, first things first. La, 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 la. My plasma gunner over here. The reason they're moving here is so they're still hidden.
Because they're a coward.
They're going to switch to conceal actually, so they can be extrally hidden. Move on to this point and loot it.
Tactics.
I still have this person who is my high las rotary cannon gunner. They are going to pass.
Okay.
And stay active.
Oh, that's hilarious.
My punchy dozer guy.
My punchy dozer guy.
He's going to just shuffle a very little bit. He's moved about 3 centimeters. 3 centimeters, 3 millimeters. The idea just being that he can get around this bit of terrain a bit more easily, but he's still currently concealed by the heavy barricade. And then the last person to activate, which is kind of a throwaway move, but the reason I'm activating this Thane last is because I don't want you to be able to overwatch him, and in order to loot this point, I have to put myself in danger. He's going to move out and along here with his 5 inches of movement to just manage to touch this point. Stay unconcealed, so he's hidden by the heavy terrain, and loot this point. And that is it.
That's it.
So at the end of the turning point,
I will have got 2, 4, 3, 4, 5 for primary, and you, John, would have scored.
I am currently on 2, 4, 6, 7.
So 7 versus 5. For our attack ops, I've scored 1 for eliminate guard so far, and you have scored?
I'd scored 1 for hold them back because there is no one in my territory.
Yes.
And I need to kill another operative to start scoring settle grudges.
Cool. So currently, right now, John, you're up by 2 points.
Exciting.
Yes. It is 8 to 6. Okay. So turning point 3, John.
Yes.
Let us roll for initiative.
Well, 2 is not great.
Oh.
Doesn't count. It was a 1, but it doesn't count.
Yay! Look at that, they didn't make it into the tray. Because the drop dice don't count. I hope you all love that rule, because I do.
We're up to 1 CP.
So,
do you have any tactical fluid?
So I will spend it automatically on my mutagenic flesh to reduce damage by 1.
Okay.
To you.
I could spend it on a ploy that would make you make me hit. I think it's called proximal firepower or something like that. It means if you're within 6 inches of me, I get +1 to hit.
On shooting?
Shooting, yes.
I have to do any other strategic ploy, so I won't.
Okay. I can give a judgment token. So currently, your gunner has 2. Your anointed has 1. And is that your butcher there?
That's my butcher.
Let's give your butcher 1 as well.
Me butcher?
Butcher now has a judgment
You
token.
give it to me, butcher.
And I am going to, again, I'm going to move my attack token to, we're probably coming around here. I'm going to move it here. So if you're within 3 of that, which means basically that kind of area, I get to re-roll a single attack dice.
So, attack ops. Any reveals to do?
Mine are all on the board.
I will eliminate my guard. This turn is going to be Punchy Man McGee over here.
Dozer.
Dozer. So let us begin. And we'll start with the first activation. Turning point 3. Initiative to me. So what we'll do, everybody's quite welcome, so it's difficult for me. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my gunner ear 6 inches. And I'm just going to get some line of sight on this gent. And I'm going to shoot him.
Okay.
But before I shoot him, what I'll do is because I'll forget, I'm just going to hit that for loot for 1. And then I'm going to shoot you with 6 dice, and I re-roll 1s. Here we go. Quick. Not looking bad. Re-roll the 1. Whoop. Oh,
These are
3 crits.
rivaling the Drukari dice.
Oh, dang. That's 3 crits and 2 normals.
Okay, any AP?
No AP.
He seems to be in danger.
He may be in danger.
There's 4 dice in my hand, so I won't roll that many.
Please don't.
3 ups. He only passes 1.
And he dies.
Turns to paste.
And that's it.
Okay.
Well, success with that one. These dice are working well. Thank you, Chessex. Sponsor the channel if you like.
Your gunner now has 3 judgment tokens.
Oh, he is judge, baby. He is a judge. Mm-hmm.
So I need to think about what you might want to do next.
Yeah. What do I want to do next?
What do you want to do next? So you've got these melee guys hiding behind this wall.
I do. One is in full
Potentially-
demon mode.
They're looking at coming out here and charging this way.
Maybe.
I can't really get a shot off. So I am going to activate my plasma beam gunner.
Yes.
He is going to switch to engage.
Where's he going?
He is going to run away. He's going to run.
He's going to run this way?
He's going to retreat forward. He's going to move
3.
3 and then 2. The idea is it's difficult for me to move him from where I am.
Oh, do you want me to move?
He wants to be within 6 inches of your gunner.
I think that's about 5 there. We'll get him 2. And then you should be within 6, no problem.
So
You
if
are.
he can be like as far away as well, just in case you do decide to charge with someone, just to make sure it's the maximum distance.
You're still good there. That would be maximum.
Okay. Then he's going to shoot his beam gun. Plasma.
Oh my god.
Plasma beam. Plasma gun.
Beam gun. But you can shoot me with your
Now, unfortunately,
plasma.
there's not going to be anyone on his beam line. I do not.
But it's
think
AP2, I guess, right?
it is. So the beam line would come over here somewhere. There's no one on it.
AP2 hot. So
It's not hot.
Oh, there's no hot
We
in
make
this?
proper plasma guns, not this Imperium nonsense.
They get everything, these little prospectors.
Dwarven made.
So it's 4 shots, not 4 hits, not yet anyway.
I got you.
He will hit on 3s
Okay.
because of the +1.
Yes.
And you have 3 judgment tokens, which means I can turn up to 3 normal hits.
Into crits?
Into critical
Oh my god. I don't think he's long for this world.
So let's just roll.
Full wounds
let's
or
roll,
not?
Like I could roll 1s and 2s. It's happened
Gotcha.
before.
Yeah.
It's happened
we've
before
seen
more
it
than once.
on this channel.
Right, let's go.
Hitting on 3s though. No, it doesn't look like it. Looks pretty good to me.
So this one misses,
But
but they are 3 critical hits.
all 3 are crits.
Yes.
What are the damage of each of these?
6.
So 5.
Are you within your beacon to do the reroll or no?
Ooh.
It's only 3 inches, right?
It's only 3. Now he's just out.
Okay, so I got 1 save. He could live.
He could live. You only need to make 1 save.
I need to make 1 save, which I can turn into a crit save if I pass it.
You can. So just roll it for 1 or 2.
You put that into the universe, damn you!
Oh,
Pew, pew, pew. That will be my first victory point for Settle Grudges as well. I've killed 2 operatives with grudges.
Yeah, you hurt my bad. Let's go. Fighty McGee could easily come here and charge me,
But he only charges 6 because he's got tiny dwarf legs.
but he could just go back.
Yeah, he could run away.
Yeah, which we won't let that happen. So he is we pre-measured this earlier, so we know we can make it. This is my butcher. Butcher man wants to butcher some sausages.
You know, he's pretty punchy, and he gets to punch you even when he dies.
Aw,
He does he's dying, and he just does a final swing.
one punch?
Beautiful. Just 1 punch. He's one punch man.
One punch
so you're
man?
back.
Oh,
One punch dwarf.
one
He's
punch
got full attack.
dwarf.
He's like perfect.
I will have a shoot attack after this if I kill this gentleman, which I will take. So charge. Okay, here we go. Here comes the butcher who does have relentless, which we all know means pushing ceaseless means he can reroll everything. So yeah. All right, here we go. 4 attacks, rerolling.
I had ceaseless, but not relentless.
Okay, and I will reroll.
John, use the 3 crits that are already in the dice tray.
That was a 3. So I'm just to let you know, I've crit you 4 times.
What?
Now it doesn't actually do very much, except I do have stun, which means I have to strike you. We'll see what happens. I might be dead before it matters.
It doesn't matter. It matters a little bit because yes, vicious blows So I get Relentless, which I already did, which doesn't matter. And yeah. I didn't get any 6s, so I don't get to do anything, but I'll just hit you for 5.
Okay, so just so this guy has lethal 5 up, and you had a judgment token, so I turned a 3 to a, which was a hit, into a crit. The first time I crit you, I also stun you, which means you discard one of your normal dice. Oh, actually, and then you'll
hit
kill me.
Yeah, that's it.
And
I take how
I'll
much?
hit you again, which is another stun, which means you subtract 1 from your AP health.
Oh, damn, so I can't shoot then.
You can't shoot.
Damn. That sucks, but he's dead. And that will activate Eliminate Guard for 2, and I'll also get Rout for a point. All right, John, what are you thinking?
Well, what I am going to do is I'm going to activate my Rotary Gunner.
Okay.
He is not going to shoot your butcher.
Oh.
Because I need to make sure that you don't manage to sneak and loot this point while I'm not paying attention.
That's smart.
I'm going to switch him to conceal just because I don't want to put him in a position where he could accidentally be shot. So he's just going to move over here.
And hit that for another one.
For a loot. And that is the end of his turn.
Boo, boo, boo. So we'll move over to me then for some activations. Okay. My Balefire Acolyte is going to activate. Okay. And he is going to malign influence my Plasma Legionnaire. Okay. And then we're going to move all the way over to there, behind the cover, and we're going to do loot.
Makes sense.
Your activation, good man.
Yes, I will activate my Finlink. He will give an extra APL to the Cognitar, and then he's going to move 1. He'll have to move 2 to sneak out. It's his tiny base.
He's just a tiny guy.
And then move 3, which will take him just kind of over there. And that's his turn finished.
Okay, my activation. We'll activate my Plasma Gunner. He will go on to engage. And so he's going to move his distance to here. Get sweet, sweet laser shot. Plasma shot into this guy. So he's going to, first of all, activate that for another loot. Bloop. So he's moved, he's looted, and now we will shoot you. So, with his malign influence activated, you do not get cover. Lethal 5 ups on these.
Are you overcharging?
And always overcharging. Always. Here we go. Sentry, we'll see. But there we go.
Oh dear.
Oh, not what I wanted.
You put that energy.
I did put that energy in there. It is AP2.
So I get 1 dice.
You get 1 dice.
And they are, I need to save one of these or I die.
Oh, you die.
So I'll just,
Nope.
well, a 1 is not a save.
Yay! I also take 6 damage myself. So, kind of.
He gets a judgment token.
And he gets a judgment token. You get a judgment token. You get a judgment token.
You are grudged, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, I am going to activate my Cogitar.
Cogitar.
He's going to use his first action to just move this token here to get you within 3 inches of it.
Okay.
His second action, he's going to loot.
Aye.
And his third action, he's going to shoot. So he is engaged now.
R.
Yarp, yarp. You have 2 judgment tokens. I will hit on 4s.
Yep.
I can turn 2 regular hits into crits, and I can reroll 1 dice.
Okay.
So I've missed all the time.
Oh, so you can't reroll anything.
Can't reroll anything,
Oh, damn, that's brutal.
but I can reroll 1 because I can reroll 1 for the token. which is a 6.
Which is as a crit.
It was a crit even without the crit.
All right.
So it's just 1 crit. and
Three dice. Let's see, 1, 6.
AP1.
I can,
AP1.
oh, 2 dice.
Two
I guess
dice.
2 passes and I can turn it into a crit save. Oh, I can't turn one into a crit save regardless. What
You're
you do?
fine. You just roll 6s. Just roll 6s. Cool.
I activate my anointed gent. Is just going to do a simple move. He's just going to come halfway between the terrain so he still gets cover. And we're going to keep him concealed. Just like keep part of his, as much as I can with keeping his base behind the terrain feature, and he's concealed.
I've got 2 objectives left. You will get to Overwatch after the first one, unless you don't have any targets. The Grenadier will move just so they are within 6.
Yep.
So they need to come out to about here. They'll stay engaged. We'll put them within 6 for their +1 to hit. And they will shoot. And then hopefully they will do slightly better than the Cogenitor.
4 shots on 4s.
4 shots on 3s.
Oh, 3s.
And 1 reroll for 3. So last time I rolled lots of 1s and 2s. So if I don't do that,
Not in the tray.
it doesn't count.
Oh, that's much better.
So I can reroll 1.
Yep. Oh.
A 1 into a 1 does not count, but one of these becomes a crit because of your token. Actually, you have 2 tokens because I gave you a token and
you
you
turn
killed
all them
the
into crits?
dozer, so you get crit 3 times.
Sure.
That is AP1.
Okay. Can turn a normal save into a crit, but I think that's still enough.
So
What's the damage?
So you'll save a crit, and then these do 4 each, which you reduce to 3. So you take
Damn.
6 damage.
No. All right.
So that is another kill for my faction tack up. Settle grudges.
And I don't have an Overwatch, I don't think.
I think he was your Overwatch.
So that's it.
So the last activation, very quickly, the Thane is going to run over here. He's going to stay concealed,
Just be a big coward.
and he is going to hit this point. And that is the end of the turning point.
That's it. So let's score it up. I will score over here 3 and 3 and 2 for 8 points. And then my 2 tack ops is an additional 3 points. So that gives me 11 points versus John's.
So I'm currently on 3, 6, 9, 10 for primary, and 4 for secondary. So I'm on 14.
And I am on 11. So you're up by 3. And we are going into turning point 4.
The final turning point. And this number.
All right. I'll do my best to try and come back. Good luck, sir, with this one. Got a high roll.
Oh, it's not bad.
I need higher than a fire because you'll get initiative. Hey, 6!
Right. We get a CP.
And his initiative rolls are.
Ah, chaos is with me.
To point out, the only time I've had initiative is when Niall let me have it.
Before we get too excited, we both get a CP,
We need to do our strategic ploys.
which I will once again do mutagenic flesh for 1 CP because it's wonderful. I love it. What would you like to do?
So I am going to give a grudgment token
A grudgment
to
token.
your anointed.
Well, anointed.
So they now have 2.
Oh no.
Anything else from you?
No, I have nothing else to spend on strategic ploys. Do you?
I am going to move my reroll token.
Okay. Which you may do.
I'll remove that about to there.
They're there. My tack op for this turn for Eliminate Guard will be Yon Gentleman. And that's it.
Okay. I've maxed 2 of mine. I just need my final attack up is hold this at the end of the game
It's not looking too bad.
and make sure that you're not near it.
I gotcha. And with that, we'll go with my first turn. I'm going to activate my Anointed. So we'll take this off him. And then I'll give him a token in a second, but I'm just going to charge him right up into your rotary. Las Cannon Gentleman, yes. Now that he's on full demon mode, he gets Ceaseless and Lethal 5-up special rules. He also gets to fight twice if I don't end up killing this guy in this turn, in this activation, which I'd be surprised if he does not. But that's it. Ceaseless, Lethal 5-ups. Let's have some fun. He has rending as well. 2, I can retain 1 normal hit as a critical hit.
Okay.
Okay, so I get the reroll ones here for ceaseless.
Well, I've got fists.
Oh, it's fantastic. Here we go. I hit every time, and these are all lethal.
I miss every time.
Oh, so you're dead.
So I'm going to upset you now.
Oh.
Niall. I have a tactical ploy called Worth It. When I die, I can immediately do a mission action before removing my operative.
Very nice.
Which means that
You will
as
loot.
this salvager disappears, they will also salvage.
Well,
Man, Votan has a huge bag of tricks, it feels like.
dude, it's completely full of tricks.
It's very different coming from one of the early teams, like playing Commandos a lot, who have no tricks other than you can't hurt me.
But what happens
that's
is I
CP.
do get rout again for 2 points. And I'll also activate Robin Ransack, which will also give me 1 victory point for killing you that you're more than square away. Bloop.
Right.
And let's keep going. It's your activation, John.
You've got some people over there that
Yes.
I'm not that concerned about. I don't have my within 6 you get bonuses anymore. But you have 2 judgment tokens. So I think I just need to shoot you.
That's good.
So this grenadier will throw their. Was there any point in throwing a grenade? Their grenade doesn't do anything. They've got their utility grenade, which won't do anything.
Right.
So let's not throw it. They'll just move, and then they'll shoot.
Why not?
So
Throw a grenade.
no, the grenade is worse than the gun.
Okay, so shoot has got him 4-ups.
4-ups, and I can
Not reroll
retain
anything.
2 normals as critical.
Oh, 2 normals is critical. So those 2 are just crits then.
Yeah.
2 crits. And I get 3 attack dice.
Piercing 1. So you
Piercing
get
1.
down to
So I
2.
get 2 attack defense dice. I get to retain 1 normal as a crit. So this one will become a crit. So I'll take a crit for how much damage? Is
4.
that? So 3. So he is down to 9, but is he? 5 up, feel no pain. Yes,
Yes.
he feels it all. Dang it, why don't you do better than that, Anointed? He's down to 9. So, my activation. Very simple. There's no point in killing it, really anybody anymore. So we're going to make this simple. My plasma gunner over here is just going to hit this one for another 4. So I'm going to loot over here for 4. I will move onto this objective, and I will loot again for up to 3. And he's done. And it's just over to you, sir.
Right. I am going to activate. I need to look. I'll just activate the Cogenitar.
Cogenitar.
He will do the mission action to loot.
Looting.
Then he will shoot. Same gun. Let's see if he does any better. He gets 1 reroll for his whatever it is.
1 judgment token. Okay, same kind of gun, hitting on 4s.
Yep.
Let's see what he's got. Oh.
So he has. I said before he had 2 judgment tokens. I was actually incorrect.
So we
only
get
has
1 into a
1.
crit.
Yep. So that's 1 crit and 2 normals.
All right. Gonna turn 1 of these into.
AP 1.
Oh, it's the AP 1 too. All right.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, so this turns into a crit. Save.
Yep.
So I save a crit and a normal, so I just take a normal.
Which is 3 damage.
On, he's down to 6.
Chipping him.
You're taking him to the chip shop. Get himself some chips. If I can find a 6 on this guy, he's got 6 left. We know that. There you go. Wherever. You're there somewhere. There you go. 6. All right. I've got.
I'm a dead person.
Okay, so my activation, quite simple. He is just going to loot for 1, so up to 4. He's going to move dash, which will get him over to here. And that so endeth thy turn.
All
I
right.
have 1 Overwatch remaining, which we'll see after you've got 2 more guys to activate.
Yep. So I'll activate the Kinlink, I think it is.
Yep.
The comms guy. He will shoot.
Okay.
Or they will shoot.
Oh.
So this is same again.
4s.
It's 4s. 4.
But one can go into a crit.
Yes. But these 2 miss.
And they're 2 crits anyway.
those 2 are crit.
And I get 2 attack.
Oh, hang on. I can reroll 1 because of my token. So.
No. Oh, thank you. Hey, I saved 1 and that's crit, so he stays healthy and he lives. That's wonderful for my Robin Ransack.
Yeah.
Right, so
he will just now run over towards. He just needs to be within an inch of this in case.
So what I'll do is I'll just, why not, dump my plasma into your Grenadier because I get a free Overwatch action. He only has 6 wounds remaining. I got to be really careful here with this guy. I'm not gonna overcharging and killing him. It doesn't matter at the end of the game anyway, right? It doesn't make a difference. There we go. We're gonna overcharge. Here we go. He does take 3 damage, and he then hits you for just that
2
many.
normals, so it's 1.
Oh, but this is AP2, so you get 1 save.
Yeah, 1 save. These are both normals. He's in cover because of that, so he'll just take 1
He's in cover
because of this little
thing. So he gets. Oh, so he survives.
This is quite annoying. So you get a point for that,
Yes.
and I want to kill him because it feels better to kill things. But I could also just touch it. So he would have to like basically run over this way and try and shoot. He's probably not going to be able to. No, he can't. He can't. So it's boring, but he's just going to touch this point.
And we'll finish thy
be it.
turn.
Yeah.
Well, good game. Let's just count it up quickly just before we congratulate anyone. I think you've just taken it by maybe
So
2 or 3
He
points.
just needs to move over
He
there.
just needs to go to sleep. Cool.
Yeah.
So
Dies.
for primary, we'll count this out. I'll go 2. I'll get 8 here, and then this would make me 11, and then I'll score max on my primaries, which will bring me to 17. So you've maxed your primary or your secondaries already,
Yes.
and I think you're well ahead on secondaries too.
So I've got 4, 8, 12, 13 on primary,
19.
and 6 on secondary.
So 19 versus my 16 or 17. 2 points. What a game. I really enjoyed that. That was good. A lot of, it threw me a lot. I didn't know what way to expect these guys. You were right. Hitting on 4s is a bit of a thing for them.
Yeah.
But I still had to be careful. Glad I got my secondaries through.
The getting the piercing one. So there's 2 things that, like, in terms of the Votan, having the piercing 1 on a crit when you can basically guarantee a crit
Right.
is huge because it's putting you down to 2 dice and you're
sure.
relying on those dice to stay
Right.
alive. I mean, you've got your Nurgle things as well. The other thing, loot is always tough when you've only got 6 and 2 of you've got to stay back.
Right. Yeah, that is a bit of an issue. That is a problem where you can only having 6 operatives on this board for loot is a bit of an issue.
It's almost thinking about it now. You almost worth leaving 1 back here just to go loot, run, loot,
Run loot. Yeah.
Just doing
True.
loot tests.
I should have thought about that, but I was like trying to get everybody into engagement. So that
I
is.
didn't
that
think
is,
of it all until you did it at the end. And I was like, oh.
It's a really good point actually. So that those come in handy. Me and John both got our first wins on the channel. I had mine 3 weeks ago against Gordon, and John just had his today against me.
Yep.
Wonderful news.
Yep.
So we all got some wins going so far on the channel. Yay!
Everybody's
Feels
got
good, so just-
one W.
Yeah, we're just
Wait, not like we're counting.
no, yeah, exactly. But it feels good.
Definitely.
Anyway,
League table.
yeah, and without George here for the last 2 episodes, he wasn't here 3 weeks ago, and he wasn't here today. So
That's why other
you're
people are
teaching us
winning.
well, George.
That's why other
Thanks,
people
buddy.
are actually winning.
He's teaching us well,
That's also why we're getting more rules now.
guy. I know.
What the fans don't know is that whoever has the lowest wins at the end of the season gets kicked off the channel.
Oh God, no. With that being said, guys, thank you very much for joining us for this Battle Fort. It was a ton of fun. I had a great game. Thank you, John.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Gordon, behind the camera, as always, being master producer. Thank you for George sitting at home and not kicking our asses. And also, guys, while you're watching the channel, please hit that bell, like, subscribe, and share it. We really appreciate it. It helps us a lot here. And until next time, remember, the drop dice don't count. That was a great game. I enjoyed that immensely.